So yesterday you already knows, right? We installed the Git everything. So Git clone, Git init, Git add, Git move, Git restore, Git rm. We already discussed these commands, right, guys? So for example, creating a working space. So how you can create a workspace? Something like, sorry guys, ls, right? So creating a workspace. So I'm creating the workspace, right? Call it as a mkdir git projects. mkdir git projects, guys. So I created a directory. I created a directory called as a git projects. Then git, you can initialize the git. So cd git cd git projects. Yeah, you see, guys. So this is the working directory, right? This is a working directory. How you can initialize the Git, guys? So so this is a working directory. I want to initialize a go local Git repository. We can use the git init command. What is the command, guys? Git init command. It is initialized a empty Git repository in /c users hp git projects and dot git, guys. You see, before it is a working directory. Now it is a local repository. How we can see it as a local repository? So it created a it created the branch as a master. Now you are in the git repository. Now you are in the git projects. The repository name is master. So before in the git projects, nothing is there, nothing is there, but now let's check it. So what are the files and directories are there? Yeah. So if you initialize the git, it will be creating the .git directory. What is that, guys? .git directory. .git directory. In the .git directory, we are seeing the hook, so info, object references, this that description and config, cat config, cat cat config. So it will shows the configuration of file, guys. So yesterday I already showed, right? Git, it will recognize something like how we can recognize who committed this change, how it will record, guys. We will record by using the username and password, right? We need to set the global username and password for the Git, guys. Global username for the password. Let's check Git status. Git status. So fatal, this operation must be run in working tree. Yeah. So git status. Git status. So you see, guys, no commit set, nothing to be commit. Everything will be tracked. Everything will be tracked, but there is no files in the Git projects, guys. So you can check git hyphen remote, git hyphen remote, git remote hyphen v. So nothing added, guys. So remote is nothing, but it will shows the it will show the remote repositories, something like AWS master or something like it will shows the remote repositories. So nothing will be showing. Creating a file with some content, some content in the working directory. So how you can create a file? For example, I created a file called it as a touchhurry.txt. So I created a file called it as a hurry.txt. Let's check git status. So you see, guys, now on master, no committed untracked file. So what is that, guys? Untracked file. 1 second, guys, I will show you. Yeah. So this is the untracked file. So this is the, you just created a hurry.txt. You just created the hurry.txt file. So it is the untracked file. Untracked file. If you want to track, so this is your working directory. Working directory created the untracked file. So that is not tracked by the local repository. How it will track? It will track by using the git add, and then git commit, git add and git commit. Git add. So if you add the file, so it will be tracked. from untracked to, so nothing to be added, committed, but untracked file present. So if you want to track this file by using the git add is nothing but a tracking the file. Yeah, now let's check git status. So git status. So yeah, so it's a tracked file. It's a tracked file, but unstaged. So it's a tracked but unstaged. So how you can go from unstaged to staging area by using git commit. So by using git commit, so hyphen m is nothing but a commit message. Hyphen m is nothing but a commit message. This is my first commit. This is my first commit. Now you see guys, so git commit hyphen m, this is my first commit. So master root commit, this is my first commit. One file is changed, 0 instruction and 0 instruction, created a mode. So 100644 hurry.txt. Now git status. Git status. So before it is before it is an untracked mode. Once untracked to tracked by using the git add, so it will showing the nothing the committed. It will need to commit this change from unstaged to stage. So once it is committed, so now git status on branch master, nothing to be commit, working tree is clean. Your working tree is clean, and now the hurry.txt is now the local git repository. This is your local git repository. Local git repository. Guys, now you understood? Yeah. So what you did, you created a file and you committed to the, you push it to the your local git repository. So which branch? Master branch. How you can check the branches? Git branch, git branch. So you can see now you are in the master branch. So you don't want to, pull the code. You don't want to push. You don't want to push the code to the master branch. You just create another branch. So from this a master branch, how you can create a git checkout. Git checkout hyphen b, the name of the branch, feature future branch. I'm creating a future branch, future 123. So I created the future branch. Let's check it. ls hyphen la. Now you, so feature branch is created and switch it to the feature branch. Now you can check get branch. What are the branches are available? Future branch and master branch. But you are in the which branch? You are in the feature branch. You are in the feature branch, guys. So you moved from, you switched from master branch to a future branch. You are in the, now you are in the future branch. Now you can add anything into the future branch and then merge it to the master branch, then merge it to the master branch. Now you understood, right, how to create a branch. You can create a by branch by using the git checkout hyphen b or git branch name. What is that, guys? Git branch name or git checkout hyphen b branch name. So I want to switch from future branch to master branch. What is the command? Git checkout branch name. What is the branch, guys? Master branch. Now git branch. So in which branch you are? You are in the master branch. So how you can switch from one branch to another branch? How you can switch from one branch to another branch? By using the, git checkout master. By using git checkout master. Now you understood, guys? So I want to switch to the future branch. Git checkout future future 123. Now I am in the future 123. So I'm creating another file, call it as a, so touch 360 degree dot txt, 360 dot degree dot txt. Now you can check, guys. Now the files, new files are available in the new branch. The branch name, call it as a future branch, right? So I want to merge this. I want to merge this future. I want to merge the 360 degrees into the main branch. How you can, merge it? How you can merge it? Right. I'm switching to the old. I'm switching to the branch, master branch. So git checkout master. Let ls. Let's see ls. So where you created? created in the future hurry.txt touch 3ts.txt, right? I want to cd git projects on the master branch 360.degree txt cd or git checkout feature. So git checkout feature 360.txt hurry.txt. So git log, guys. Git log, you see author tech world with hurry. So we need to set the global username and password, guys. We need to set the global username and password. How we can set the a global username and password? So global username and password. How we can set the global username and password? By using the the name, call it as, I will show you guys 1 second. We need to set the global username and password. I already set the global username and password. Git global. So git global config. So we can set the git, the command is git git config hyphen global user dot name. For example, Hari Krishna harikrishna.cheruku@gmail.com, for example, gmail.com, right? So this is the my global username. I want to set the global email address also. Oh, username is, I said the username is this one, right? Yeah, so the name is dot Hari Krishna. So the email is called user dot. We can set the email, call it as a user dot email. User dot email. So you can set it as a Cheruku. Sorry, harikrishna.cheruku at gmail.com. Yeah, so we set the global username and email address. Git log. Yeah, so this is my first commit. This is my first commit, right? So who committed this? The commit message is, this is my first commit. I want to see the one line comment. Git log hyphen one line. Git hyphen one line. Sorry, guys. Git hyphen one line. So it will shows the git commit ID and the commit message. It's a short message. It will shows the a short message, guys. So once you created a once you created a git project folder, so once you initialized the with git init, so then you can create the global username and the global, you can set the global username and set so because of you want to, so if you want to add anything, if you want to commit anything, it will track by using the username and it will username and the email address. You see, so author who committed this message, this was committed by the author tech world with Hari, and the date and the email address of the author, email address of the author. Guys, now you understood? So what are the commands, guys? Notepad. So now you understood the git init to initialize a empty git repository. Git status, it will shows the is there any untracked or unstaged files. Git add, it will add that untracked file to tracked file. Git add file name. So then git commit -m is for the commit message. So file name. So yeah, so now you see it. How to check the log, git log. So you can check the who committed the who committed the who committed the changes. Who committed the changes. Next, if you want to see the, I don't want to see the entire log. I just want to see a one line comment. So you can use a one line comment. So then I want to create a new branch. So git checkout hyphen b branch name. So I want to see the how many branches are there for this repository. Git projects repository. You can check git branch. So git branch. So you can see the how many repositories are there. So if you want to switch from one branch to another branch, you can use git checkout. Check git checkout branch name. Git checkout branch name. Git checkout branch name. Now you understood, guys? Yeah. I want to merge from a future branch to if your future branch changes to the main, you can use git merge command. What is the command, guys? Git merge command. Right. I will show you git merge command. So I want to set the who committed the messages, the git configuration, the global configuration. So you can set username for who committed the message is git config hyphen hyphen global global username user dot name. What is that user dot name? For example, Hari Cheruku, the name. So next user email address. What is that? User email address. How you can set git config hyphen hyphen global user dot email Hare Krishna dot cheruku at the rate gmail.com. So at gmail.com. So this is nothing but how to set the a global username and email address for who committed the messages. So who committed the messages? Now you understood, right, guys? Remote git remote hyphen v. It will show the remote repository. So remote repository names. So upstream and fetch and upstream and fetch. So upstream and the fetch. So right, guys, git diff it will shows the differentiate between the two merge request. MR is nothing but a merge request to MRs to MRs. MRs is nothing but a merge request. So what is a fork, guys? So fork is nothing but a clone or copy the repository to your copy the repository your your GitHub repository fork git clone. So what is that, guys? Git clone. So git repo name, git clone, git repo name, remote repo name, remote repository name. So git clone, git pull. So git pull is nothing but we pull from the remote repository. Git push is nothing but we are pushing the code to remote repository. I will show you now, guys. Guys, now you understood? So git is very easy. So nothing to worry about it, guys. So git, sorry. So this is the a local, git repository. Now I want to clone a repository from the, repository from the GitHub. Yeah, guys, this is, for example, git learning. So git learning is so for example, this is my new repository or something like I want to create a repository. So now you understood, right, guys? So yeah, I will show you how to create a new Git repo. Yeah, github.com. Already created a sign out. Yeah, I want to sign up a GitHub repository. Yeah, now I am signing to the GitHub repository. So let's check which email address I want to use. One second, guys. This is the call with Hari. Gmail. Gmail.com. Create a new account for my personal use. Git class. Thread. Git class. What is the day, guys? 1/10/2010. Gender male. Class git git class 560, 360 or 560. Okay. Git class 360. Git class 360 at gmail.com. Yeah, git class 360 I'm creating. Password, what is it, guys? Yeah, what is this, guys? Yeah. Get the code. Where is my mobile, guys? 1 second. Let me get my mobile. The code is 381356. Yeah, what is that, guys? So why I'm creating, it will get the code, GitHub code. That's the reason I'm creating an account, guys. Okay, this is my Gmail. Okay, enter the Gmail address. What is that, guys? Git class 360 degrees. Git class 360 @gmail.com. Yeah, password. Okay, username git class. Yeah, verifying the account, guys. Verify, submit. Yeah. So we'll get the GitHub launch code, copy, paste it. Yeah, so what is my username? gitclass-.com. The password is something. Just me. Are you a student or teacher? I'm a student. Continue. Continue. Continue for free. Yeah, guys. So this is my Gmail. So Gmail account. So I'm creating a new repository, guys. It's a public repository. The repository name is git class 360 degree. For example, 360. Git class 360. Yeah, you see, guys, git class 360. I created a repository. I created a repository as a public. So I want to clone this repository to my local repository. How you can clone it? By using https github.com git class. So copy this. Okay. Yeah. So git clone, paste it. Yeah. So it's a clone, empty repository. cd git class 360. Now you see, guys, so it is main. Now you can check the git remote hyphen v. So git remote hyphen v. So it will, remote means it will shows the remote repository. You see, fetch and push, upstream fetch. This is related to, this is showing to the git class 360 degrees, right? I want to push the code from here to my remote repository. So right, by using the git push command. Now I want to create a git command. Now I want to create a add. I want to add a file. Something like how you can add it. Git add. Sorry. Touch touch class 1.txt, for example. So git status. So untracked file. You need to track git add class 1.txt. Git status. Right. It is an untracked file. How you can track? It's untracked to track, unstaged to stage. How you can stage? Git commit hyphen m git message. Sorry, guys. Hyphen m git message. This is my class 1 commit. This is my class 1 commit. What is the class1.txt? Class1.txt, right? ls. Now git status. Your working tree is clean, right? Your working tree is clean. Now git log. We changed the global username and email address, right? Now it is showing the whatever we changed, right? Now git log hyphen one line comment. You see, so this is my class 1 commit and this is the commit id. This is the commit id. Now you understood, right? Yeah. ls. So in our local repository, this git class, that 360 local repository having a class1.txt file. But in our git class 360 having a files, no, nothing is there. I want to push from your local repository to remote repository. So how you can push it, guys? You can push the command. So git push, git add origin, it's already there. Git branch hyphen main. So we need to use this to set the main branch. It's already in main branch, no need to set anything. Yeah, so I want to push the code from our local to the origin main. Origin means remote repository. So remote repository, git push is nothing but you can push the code to the remote repository. Git push hyphen u origin main. Git push hyphen u origin main. So you see remote permission gitlab.com is denied to the tech world with hurry. So unable to access the git, right? So we need a authentication between from here to here. So then you can create a token, call it as here. You can go to the settings, go to the settings. Here you can click the settings. In the go to the settings, go down. So there is a developer settings. Click the developer settings and click the personal access tokens. Create a fine graded or a token. You can create the token. Generate a new token. So generate a new token with the classic. The token name is git class 360. For example, I'm creating the token name and the expiration date is no expiration. So repo and the delete repo. Yeah, so we can add just a delete repo. So delete repo generated the token. Yeah, you see guys, this is the token we generated. Token we generated. So what is this token? To authenticate between your your local repository to the remote repository. So you can go to the Windows credentials are right. Windows so manage Windows credentials. So you can go here and git. So this is the git credentials. So you are using the tech world with hurry, but the username is git, right? So I'm removing these credentials. Yes, I'm removing these credentials. I already have the git credentials. Now I am removing these credentials. Now again I'm trying to push it. Git push origin hyphen u main. Git push origin hyphen u main. You see the token. So it is asking the token number to authenticate with the git remote. So git remote, copy and paste it, sign in. Yeah, now it is pushing the changes to the remote repository. Let's check in our git remote repository. Go to the home. This is the gitclass.com. Git class 30 is the repository. In this 30 repository, you see now text dot class txt dot txt dot file, right? It added from our local repository to local repository to git repository, remote repository. Now I am creating a file here only. So the file is nothing but a name equal to 360 degree dot txt. This is the first file. creating from GitHub repo. So GitHub account. Okay. So then commit the changes. So yeah, commit the changes. Now your Git class 360 repo, your Git class 360 repo contains class1.txt and 360 degree.txt, 360 degree.txt and class1.txt. Now, so let's check it in our local repository. Our local repository contains only class1 txt dot. I want to get the files, whatever the new, whatever the updated files are there in the remote repository. I want to clone it in the, I want to download from your local repository also. Same, my local repository and my remote repository syncing with the same files. So how you can sync git pull? So git pull command. Yeah, so something like the enumerating objects for done. So something like one file insertion, one file downloaded from the main to origin main. Okay, so now let's check it. How many files are there? Yeah, 360 degree dot txt and class1 dot txt. Class1 dot txt. Guys, now you understood? How you can push, how you can pull. Now I want to create a merge request. I want to create a merge request. So right, I want to create a merge request. So I will show it in the Git Visual Studio Code. What is that, guys? Git class 360. So file, open a folder, or else it's file already there, a Git project. I want to close folder, file, open folder, pwd, where it is, guys? C users HP. So users HP git class. Yeah, git class 360. Okay, I'm selecting the folder. You see, guys. So where you are here, you see, guys, where you are in the main branch. So you are in the main branch. I want to push the code from, I want to push the code. I want to create a new branch. You already knows, right, how to create the branch by using the commands. Now I am showing how to create a branch by using a Visual Studio Code, right? So here you see, create a new branch. Branch name is uh, branch feature future 555. So I'm creating a branch called it as a 555 branch. Now you see, so now you are in the 555 branch. So I want to add a file. So the file is something like a abc.java. What is that, guys? abc.java system dot out dot println. I don't know, guys. Uh, tech world with Hari. So tech world with Hari. For example, guys, I don't know the code. So yeah, I'm I'm saving this file by using save. Yeah, I saved the file, right? So now, so this file is untracked file. That's right. This is untracked file. So how you can track this file? So by using, you can click here. That is a our source control, right? Click the source control, and so you see the plus symbol. It is a git add command. So what it is, guys? Git add untracked to tracked. So it will, if you click the plus git add, this is the git add command. If you press the press, so it will go from untracked to tracked and unstaged. So I want to stage these files. How you can stage? By using git commit. Commit message is this commit from VS Code. This commit from the VS Code. What is the commit message? So this hyphen m, right? Hyphen m commit message. Here I am giving via GUI commit message, right? You see, now it is, so now it is committed. I want to publish. I want to publish this branch. Yeah, so now it's published, right? I want to create a merge request from this future branch to main branch, this future branch to main branch. Yeah, now you see in the main branch only 360 degrees and class txt1 dot is there, and the other branch future 555 has a recent pushes 20 seconds ago. So you want to compare and create a pull request. Yeah, I want to create a pull request from future 555 to main. I want to pull the code from future to main because of so directly we cannot push the code to the main branch because of main branch is the our original code. We cannot disturb our code, right? So we need a approval. We need approval from the main branch, right? We need approval from someone. If the code is good, then you can merge it to the main. Main is our original repository. Git branches. Yeah, you see. So in the master, in our master, you create your local work and directly can push it to the main branch. Push it to the main branch. So this is the branching strategy. So from your local branch to you can create a new branch. Then we will push it to the merge band by using the pull request. By using the pull request. So here in the GitHub it call it as a pull request. GitHub. So we can call it as a pull request. Pull request means it's a merge request. Merge request. The code, the code, the code push from a future branch to main branch because of your original code will be located in the main branch. Your original code will be located in the main branch. So that's the reason you need to create a merge request. So GitHub, GitLab, so we are calling as a merge request. MR is nothing but a merge request. Merge request. In the GitHub, we call it as a pull request. In the GitLab, we call it as a merge request. Guys, understood? So I want to pull the code. You are not directly push the code, whatever you modified, right? You cannot directly push to the main. You create a new branch and push it from the that future branch to the main branch because of your code is something like your code is working fine or not. We don't know, right? If you directly merge it, it will disturb everything, right? It will disturb the main code. So that's the reason. So we are creating a future branches and creating a pull request or a merge request from future branch to main branch. And we need a reviewers. So who are the reviewers? For example, your team lead, your team manager will check your code. Then only he will push it to the main branch, right? So we need we need a reviewer and merge the request. You need a reviewer and merge the request, right? So create a pull request. Right, you created the pull request. You asked the reviewer to your manager or your lead. Once they will check the code, once they will check the code. For example, this is the code. They will validate it. If something wrong, you want to modify it again. So you can add the comment. Please please check this. Please check out this. Check out this code and modify modify the code. Modify the check out this code and modify the code along with below description, below model or something. So right, he created a add a single comment, start a review. So right, so you can go to the repository and you modified whatever they want. Again you push it. So then again he will check it. If it is looks good, then he will merge the pull request. He will merge the pull request to the, this is right, merge pull request. So confirm merge, right? So he merged the code from a future branch to the main branch. Now go to the git class 360 degrees. Now you can check abc.java. abc.java push it to the main branch. Now you understood, guys? So how you can create a merge request from future branch to main branches. How many branches we have? So we have a two branches, main branch and the future branch. You created a future branch and modified the code in the future branch, and you asked your manager to review the code, and once it is good, your manager will push merge the code into the main branch. So if it is not, so he will give the comments on the future branch, and you can modify accordingly. You can modify accordingly. Guys, understood? Now you guys is understood. So what is the merge request? So what is the merge conflict? Merge conflicts. So merge conflicts. So you and your friend both are created the same code, and you both are trying to push the same code to the main branch. So then you will get the merge conflict. You will get the merge conflict. Then you will resolve the merge conflict and merge the request. So that is nothing but a merge conflict. So I want to check the differentiated between the your merge request and their merge request. You can compare the merge request. What are the changes you are modifying? So you can check it in the merge request, right? You can check it in the merge request. So if you want to create a new pull request from here also, we can create the pull request. But so whatever the code you are writing, right? So whatever the code you are writing here, you want to push the code from here only. So we can show it. This is also one type of GUI. Just you can add the files. You can modify the files here, and you can commit. You can git add, git commit, and git push here from here only. Git push from here only. So from here also we can create a merge request. You can create a merge request from here also. Okay, guys. Now you understood about the Git. Is it easy or not, guys? Guys, Git is easy or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, right. Just simple commands only, guys. So whatever the code you are developing in the you are developing from the VS Code, right? From here only we can push it to, we can create a new branch, and we can push it to from here only. And you can create a pull request, and you can merge. You can ask your reviewer or a lead or a manager, and he will validate the changes and he will merge it. Okay. And I created a detailed info in the my YouTube channel, guys. You guys can go through it. Tech World with Hari. Okay. So in this channel, there is a playlist, guys. In the playlist, something like AWS Complete Hero to Zero. So in the series, I added the get all the recordings, Git recordings, guys. You guys can go to the recordings and watch it. These all are the Git recordings, guys. So you will get a better understand. So the Git, you guys can go through these recordings. Git zero to hero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 recordings, guys. You guys can go through it. You will understand more. You will get a more exposure on the Git, guys. Or else you guys can watch these. Yeah, guys. So if you go to the videos, then you will go to the playlist, guys. So in the Git playlist, so we have a videos on Git, guys. Go through the last recordings, my starting recordings. So you guys can go through the my starting Git recordings. I will show you. That time I showed the Bitbucket, how it works. The Bitbucket, I showed in the initial time. I showed the big bucket, guys. Bitbucket. You guys can watch those recording also. So whatever the Git recordings are there in my YouTube channel, you guys can watch it. You guys can watch it. You will understand. You will better understand the Git, guys. You see. So you guys can watch the Git recordings, the initial recordings. You guys go to the initial ones. Yeah, guys, Git. Yeah, you guys can watch this Git recording and this Git recording also. So in these two Git recordings, I showed the Bitbucket, how it works, the Bitbucket. Okay, so that time I worked on the another organization. That organization used the Bitbucket. I showed everything in the Bitbucket, guys. Okay, you guys watch it these 8 months ago Git account, Git recordings, guys. I showed the GitLab, GitHub, and Bitbucket. Okay. So in this record, I think, yeah. So this is the Bitbucket, guys. This is a Bitbucket. I showed the Bitbucket. You guys can watch these recordings. You will understand better. Okay. Thank you, guys. So we'll continue from tomorrow. Tomorrow we will explain the IAM, AWS IAM, guys, how we can authenticate with the AWS account through the root account and IAM account. We'll show you tomorrow and we'll start tomorrow. Yeah, S3 also, something like that storage also we will discuss on tomorrow. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. So we'll continue from tomorrow. Okay.